So today, these sisters are not only marrying one another for life in the vows of joys, and the promulgation of universal joy and the expiation of stigmatic guilt, but they are also marrying all of you, the community, to stand up for what you believe in as they stand up for what they believe in. They are a mirror image of how they see you as beautiful, amazing people in this community. So I would like to introduce each and every one of them to you. May I please have Pashale Kuchiku. Novice Sister Davina Schnitzel. Novice Sister Frenza Lenz. Novice Sister Amma Lush. And a fellow Mary, Novice Sister Mary a Man. Novice Sister Pearl Necklace. Novice Sister Raven Never Evermore. And the beautiful sister daughter I sponsored, Sister Ambrosia Discordia. And Sister Carrie Wood. So what they're all putting up here are their novice projects. One of the requirements you need to do to become a sister, you have to perform a service for the community or the sisterhood. FYI, if you're not understanding this. Sister Claire Annette, none of the above. Sister Holly Cox. Sister Isabella Ringing. Sister Isadora Knocking. Sister Ivana Mandalay. Sister Majana Byrne. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, Sister Tequila Mockingbird. Thank you, sisters. Can we have a round of applause for our... Thank you very much. So beautiful. So I would like to give you all the brief Sistery 101 on what, where, and when we came from. So picture it, 1979, Holy Saturday. 3 queens are bored as hell. They have a choice of putting on some cheerleader outfits or some nun habits. They choose the nun habits. And those sisters were Sister Vicious Power Hungry Bitch, Sister Missionary Position, and Sister Hysterectoria. And they chose to go and walk throughout the Castro in San Francisco and play with people and make people laugh. And they went down to Land's End and flashed people. And soon enough, the sisters started doing fundraising and going to softball games and cheering for gay softball teams. And just to be fair, they once even cheered for the police team, showing them that, yes, we love you too. Then eventually HIV and AIDS came along. and we really found our calling as sisters. We found that this silliness that happened one Saturday, many moons ago, really was the preparation of what was yet to come. That our community was about to be decimated by a disease that was horrible, that our families were going to disown us, that our friends were going to be terrified to touch us, that our doctors would not be able to give us the correct care because they didn't know what was happening to our bodies. And so the sisters actually wrote the very first safer sex pamphlet, even before it was called AIDS, when it was still called GRID, called Playfair. And from then on, we have grown. We have lost many sisters to the disease. We have lost many sisters to other diseases. And so today, here we are in Orlando, and around the world, we have very close to, I believe, 45 to 50 orders around the world. So we had starting in San Francisco in 1979, and then going to Seattle and LA, and along the West Coast, and then across the Atlantic Blue over to England and Paris and Germany, and we have orders as far as Uruguay and Argentina. We've had orders in Thailand. We have an order in Nova Scotia currently. And so our vows, you may wonder, it was funny, while I was getting ready with Ambrosia today, I stood out in the hallway with half of my face on, and 3 or 4 people kept coming up to me, why the white face? Why this? Why are you doing this? So why we do this is because we take vows. The white face represents many things for many different people. The white face represents being a sacred clown, making people laugh. The white face represents that I may be able to know you, but you may not know me, so you're able to share with me and confide in me. Our vows read, generally, each order has a different set of vows. And our order, my order that I come from, our vows read to promulgate universal joy and to expiate stigmatic guilt, and essentially to forever stand by your sisters and your community. And one part of our habit, you see this whole habit, but the other part of our habit is our wedding ring that we wear on a daily basis to remind ourselves of that. And so that is a brief history of who we are. We do this because we want to. We do this because we believe we need to. We do this because we love who each and every one of you are, and we want you to know that you are loved every single day. Every single day that you may have a crappy day at work, that someone has cut you down. If you see a sister on the street, you know that they will always love you. So with that, I would like to introduce Sister Isabella Rainey, please.
Good evening, everyone. As many of you know, we recently lost one of our sisters, Clarinet Global. She really looked forward to this day and really had a personal calling and a personal drive to take care of the underfunded charitable organizations in our community. That was really her passion and why she joined the sisters. And so if I could have Sister Holly Cost come up here, please. So one detail I didn't share with some of you is, in addition to being able to stand alongside Claire as a sister, I also spent my life as his partner. And so what we would like to do as the Orlando Sisters is begin to fund a granting fund, the Sister Clarinet Blowwood Memorial Grants. Trust me, she's here celebrating with us, girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello again. I would like to ask the campus sisters to come, please, to come to the stage.